हेलो करण। आईआरएल करण। मैं बढ़िया हूँ यार, आप कैसे हो? बिल्कुल फ्रेश होकर आया हूँ स्ट्रीम पर। एफ टॉप। क्या हो गया यार, क्या हो गया? कुछ रॉन्ग? हाय समीर। हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। Don't you guys ever feel this thing about life, that the uncertain part of life where you just get to decide your own choices, where you can just decide something, the uncertainty part? Don't you ever feel optimistic about that part in your life? Because I very much do. I just find it very beautiful that every choice that you make, every moment, everything can turn around. You always have the chance to change things in your own life. You always have chance to I mean, just the fact that things are uncertain, just the fact that you can make mistakes, the fact that there can be pain, suffering, and from that suffering, you can learn something and then you can turn your lives around. Isn't that beautiful to you guys? It's very much beautiful to me. I think it's that uncertainty, it's that very thing in life, the fact that you get to decide your own thing and you make your own choices, and sometimes maybe things don't work out as you expect them to, and that's what exactly makes life beautiful. If everything were to happen exactly as like a mechanism system where everything just like you put in a coin and it works like it's like a vending machine, if life was like that, it would not be interesting at all. There would not be any point. So I find it to be very beautiful that we have the choices and that we can do things. We can build up our own life story. We can build up our own character, exactly like a game. You can just enter that game that specific day and you can decide to play it in the way that you want to. But unfortunately, it has been programmed in us, or it is encouraged these days, that we play this game of life where we are just constantly trying to optimize things. Oh, you're doing this specific thing. Oh, that's not going to give you any returns. Oh, you want to use AI. You have to learn this specific framework, this and that and that. And oh, you want to do YouTube. Oh, you're going to have to do this for your thumbnail. This is what you're going to have to do. Everything is a framework these days, and I don't like that, because the beauty of life is not in frameworks. The beauty of life is not in predictable outcomes. It's exactly in the unpredictable outcomes. If you live like a robot, if you never pick your face up, if your face is constantly down, you're only doing the same things, you're literally a zombie. Stop being a zombie. Pick your head up, look up, and observe yourself. How many things that you're doing on a daily basis, they are just trying to hyper optimize things which you don't even believe in. And how many of those things are actually coming from your core, from your heart? How many things do you actually mean? So please avoid trying to hyper optimize your life, where you're counting every second of your life, where you're trying to look at where your minutes go. And if even one day you don't do something, you start to feel like, oh, it's all worthless. I can't do anything. I'm just no. Let every moment in your life shape your character. Respect it. Be amazed by it. Appreciate its beauty. Even appreciate it when you're sad. Even appreciate when things are not going the way that you want them to. How else will you build up like your own character arc? What movies do you find more beautiful? Now, this is my personal opinion, but I find the movies where there are imperfections, where a character has flaws, and then just tries to correct them. And even if he doesn't try it, he or she doesn't try to correct them, he lives, he accepts, and he has his own story. That is much more beautiful rather than the same predictable outcome movie where the hero wins every time, where the villain villain is very strong, the hero like builds up his character, and then he just fights and he easily wins. I mean, in most stories you'll find that the hero can easily win. or like there's a predictable path that you can just while watching the movie, while starting, you can predict that this is what the movie is going to be like. Hi, Unstoppable Fitness. Hello, Ayush G. College, academic pressure, internships, trying to figure out which profession is best for me, and many more. Okay. भाई कंटेंट क्रिएशन कैसे स्टार्ट करें, स्टडी के साथ, क्या स्टडी के साथ करना चाहिए? बिल्कुल कर सकते हो यार। देखो, जो मैं अभी बता रहा था आयुष जी, जैसे ही कि देयर इज नो पर्टिकुलर फ्रेमवर्क टू दिस, इट शुड कम फ्रॉम योर हार्ट। इफ यू वांट टू डू कंटेंट क्रिएशन, then just try it yourself. Start uploading a video, start whatever your idea of content creation is. What is something that you want to share with the world? What is something that you think that you enjoy, and that you feel that if you put it out for the world to see, it would be nice. And even if don't even think, just try and talk about your story, because we at the end of the day are humans, and humans love stories and they connect through stories. So just talk about yourself if you want to. That is one way that you could start content creation. And don't try to make this into a rat race. Don't think of it as a rat race. If you think of everything as a rat race, then you will exactly get the same results of a rat race. What is the rat race? The result of a rat race, you never get out of that rat race. So instead of thinking of this as a rat race, make it something that comes out from your core. I'm not saying that content creation is for everyone. If it aligns with your personality, if it is something that you want to try, then sure, give it a try. But don't feel the pressure that, okay, I just want to do this because everyone is doing it. So it's very important what your intent or what your motivation is for starting something. All right. भाई कॉलेज ना जाने का मतलब जिंदगी बर्बाद. What do you think? Is it worth going to college every day, or should I just go 2 to 3 days a week and focus the rest of my time on my goals? You can go every day, as far as 1 hour is all it takes. Every day, 1 hour. If you can give 1 hour of your life into something that you personally believe in, some sort of a goal. Like for me, it's YouTube, and I did it for the last year. Every day at minimum I've given at least 1 hour thinking about my YouTube, thinking, taking action, uploading a video, uploading something, thinking about scripts, whatever. I've given minimum 1 hour every day for the last year. And I sternly believe this. If I keep doing this, if I keep doing this for the next 1 or 2 years, I'm going to get unrecognizable compared to when I was beginning. And that will show me lots and lots of progress. It already has showed me significant progress. So that would be my advice to you. In my 1 year's hostel life, felt growth, happy, but now at home spending 1 month again feel anxiety, stress, and that's fine. That's just a part of life. You can't always expect it to be like the same way. Sometimes it's going to be like this, like this, like this. It's fine. Hello, Bhaiya. I have often heard and read that money is very important in our life, because if I want to take my parents to a flight, I need money. And if I want to buy something, so it's money. Sure, money is very important. Money is probably the most important thing, that the most amount of value that someone can get in their life is probably going to come from money. But that does not mean that you sacrifice your soul for money. You can both accept that money is very important and crucial, and then rather than setting your goal as money, you can set your goal to excellence in your work, whatever it is that you choose for work. If you don't have any if you don't have any clarity about what it is that you want to do for work, just finding out what it is that you think you want to do for your entire life, that will help. So rather than searching or making money your idol, make your work your idol. That what is it that you really want to do for the entire for the rest of your entire life. And it does not necessarily have to be the same thing. It can be a cause, it can be a mission. Like for me, the ultimate cause is freedom, and this is one of my ways to attain freedom: speaking to you guys, teaching you guys, uploading as much content as I can, talking about my thoughts, talking about my ideas to other people. Because if you're excellent at anything, you will, the reward for that is anyway going to be money. If you're solving problems for a lot of people, lots and lots of millions of people, maybe even, you're definitely going to make money. Let's say you're not even million. If you're helping even 50,000 people, and those 50,000 people can all give you 1 rupee, Okay, 50,000 seems too unrealistic. I'll even lesser it down. Let's say you're trying to help even 1,000 people, and those 1,000 people all are willing to give you 10 to 50 rupees, anywhere between that. You will make your living. You will make a good certain living enough. Like if you live within your means, that can be that is just the starting point, and then you can go up from there. There is no ceiling practically, as far as you're willing to improve yourself, as far as you're willing to do the growth path and whatever, right? What's your age? It's 25. What about the pressure about what people would think? The pressure is always going to be there. So there are two things that you can do in response to the pressure. Either you can succumb to the pressure, and according to that certain pressure you can take your decision. Because when you fail, when you feel the consequences of whatever action you have taken due to the pressure, those very people that you're doing something for, they are going to not have your back. They don't live your life day to day. They only come maybe once in a week, once in a month, once in a year, and they'll pass their opinion and their comment that, oh, you are doing this, oh, this has no scope, oh, my son or my daughter is doing this, oh, my friend is doing this. They are going to come and just pass their opinion, and they're going to go and live their normal lives again. But you are going to be the one, your parents maybe are going to be people who are going to have to live with the consequences of your action. So take your choices, live your life not according to what maximum people have to share. Live it according to what your heart has to share, or what is it that you would ideally want to do. Because you are going to live in your mind, you are going to be sharing this entire life in your body. All right, so keep that in mind. Hello Satyam. मैं बढ़िया हूँ, आप कैसे हो? Hi Amit Gamer. Hey brother, in 11th preparing for JEE, any tips? My tips to you in simple word, in one word in fact, would be that आप consistency लाओ अपने स्टडी में. अगर आप ये मेंटालिटी रखते हो कि मैं पूरे साल या तो नेक्स्ट 2 साल में मैं हर रोज एक एक या दो दो घंटे पढ़ूंगा, लेकिन कंसिस्टेंटली पढ़ूंगा, तो दैट इज मच बेटर ऑफ अ स्ट्रेटजी देन अगर आप हर रोज 2 घंटे पढ़ते हो, मे बी एक वीक में एक मॉक टेस्ट देते हो, सो दैट इज मच बेटर एज अ स्ट्रेटजी दैन दैन के आप एक एक वीक में हर रोज आप अपनी अनरियलिस्टिक स्ट्रेटजी दे दो कि मैं 5 घंटे पढ़ू, ये पढ़ू, वो पढ़ू, 3 घंटे, 4 घंटे. अपनी कैपेसिटी के हिसाब से, अपनी औकात के हिसाब से, कंसिस्टेंसी को माइंड में रखते हुए, सस्टेनेबल कंसिस्टेंसी, नॉट अनसस्टेनेबल. अनसस्टेनेबल ऐसी चीज है कि मतलब मैंने अब अपने आप को अनरियलिस्टिक गोल दे दिया कि देखो अभी मेरी करंटली मैं हर रोज जिम नहीं जा पाता. मैं पहले एक स्टेज में था जहां पे मैं हर रोज जिम जाता था. सो मैंने कितनी बार ये ट्राई किया है अपने आप को गोल देने का कि मैं हर रोज जिम जाना चालू कर दूं. बट करंटली मेरी गलती क्या हो रही है कि मैं अपने आप को पहले पास्ट से एसोसिएट कर रहा हूँ. वो पास्ट का 2 या 3 साल हो गया जहां पे मैं हर रोज जिम जाता था, 2 2 घंटे बिताता था जिम में. अभी मेरी फिटनेस फिजिक इतनी वहां पे है ही नहीं. अभी अगर मैं हर रोज 10 पुशअप भी कर लूँ ना, तो मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात हो जाएगी. लेकिन अगर मैं वो कंसिस्टेंटली कर लूँ ना, तो मे बी इवेंचुअली आई कैन इंप्रूव एंड आई कैन गेट टू द जिम. बट अगर मैंने ये माइंडसेट रख लिया ना कि नहीं, मैं तो जिम जाऊंगा या तो मैं कुछ नहीं करूंगा, तो मैं वही साइकिल में फंस जाऊंगा, मैं कुछ भी नहीं करूंगा. एंड ये मेरे साथ हो भी रहा है. सो दैट इज व्हाट आई वुड एडवाइज यू. एम फॉर सस्टेनेबल कंसिस्टेंसी रादर देन अनसस्टेनेबल इंटेंसिटी कि मैं 4 या 5 घंटे, मेरे अंदर तो इतनी मोटिवेशन है. वो नहीं चलता, लॉन्ग टर्म में नहीं चलता. इसलिए लोग बर्न आउट हो जाते हैं, इसलिए लोग बड़े बड़े सपने रखते हैं, उनको साकार कभी नहीं कर पाते, क्योंकि वो अनरियलिस्टिक होता है. I never consented to being born and now I got to work till I die. This is a wrong mindset, yeah, that you got to work till you die. Why does your work have to be something that you resent? Choose something that you actually like enough that you can bear with. You don't have to choose the work which actually does not even which you don't even like. And most people, when they're working towards something, right, after the initial resistance phase, you will somehow end up liking your work. If you choose something that is practically reasonable, something that is very close to your heart, if not even close to your heart, if it is something even you barely like, right, if you do it every day, you will find a sweet spot. So choose your work wisely, yaar. Then don't, like, because you're going to do it for your entire life, right? So why do you want to choose something that you don't even like at all, or something that you are being forced to? Nobody's asking you to do that. And if you're choosing it, then that is your fault, right? So it is all upon you, Aryan. I'm 10 boards and I want to score 98%. कैसे करूं भैया? अभी तक कुछ स्टार्ट नहीं किया. डिस्ट्रक्शन बहुत है, कुछ बता दो भैया. अगेन मैंने जो अभी शेयर किया था पढ़ाई की स्ट्रैटेजी को लेकर, आप रियलिस्टिक गोल दो अपने आप को, एक सस्टेनेबल कंसिस्टेंट गोल दो कि आप हर रोज आप जो चैप्टर में वीक हो, जिसमें आपकी सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, उसको एक क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करो हर रोज। कोई ऐसी स्ट्रैटेजी लो एंड उसको टैंजिबली करना स्टार्ट कर दो। मे बी हर रोज एक क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर दिया, दो कर दिए, तीन कर दिए। रियलिस्टिक रखो। अगर आप ये रखोगे ना कि मैं 98% लाना चाहता हूं, मैं क्या करूं, तो वैसे नहीं होगा। आप परसेंटेज को छोड़ो, आप पढ़ाई पे ध्यान दो कि आपको एक्शन क्या करना पड़ेगा। आउटकम को भूल जाओ और वो एक्शन को हर रोज करो एंड फीडबैक लो उस एक्शन से। क्या चलो मैंने दो तीन क्वेश्चन सॉल्व किए, मैं ठीक हो रहा हूं, मैं इंप्रूव हो रहा हूं कि नहीं। लेकिन वो कंसिस्टेंटली करो अपने एग्जाम तक, तो अपने आप आपके मार्क्स विल बी वेरी रिस्पेक्टेबल, अगर आप अपना बेस्ट दोगे, गिवन दैट। ऑलराइट भैया, आप कहते हो एक दो तीन घंटे पढ़ो, क्या हम इतना ही पढ़ के कंप्लीट कर पाएंगे? बिल्कुल कर सकते हो यार। देखो अभी भी मैं बहुत बहुत बार बोलता हूँ, एक दो तीन घंटे में स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट बोलता हूँ। एंड अगर अगर आपकी क्वालिटी ऑफ पढ़ाई अच्छी है, इफ यू आर डूइंग डीप वर्क, तो आप 2 घंटे पढ़ के भी आराम से अपना सब कुछ कंप्लीट कर सकते हो। आपको क्या लगता है, कॉलेज में जो सिलेबस होता है, क्या कोई भी स्टूडेंट उस सिलेबस में हर रोज 10-10 घंटे पढ़ के वो कंप्लीट करता है? नहीं। हमेशा हर स्टूडेंट लास्ट मिनट में पढ़ता है अपने सेमेस्टर के, एंड उस उतने में पढ़ाई हो जाती है कंप्लीट, एवरेज मार्क्स आ जाते हैं। तो आपको क्या लगता है कि अगर आप हर रोज 1 या 2 घंटे पढ़ रहे हो, तो यू आर डूइंग मोर देन मोस्ट पीपल? क्योंकि मोस्ट पीपल ओनली हैव दिस रॉन्ग माइंडसेट ऑफ डूइंग थिंग्स। उनको इंटेंसिटी वाला वो रूटीन चाहिए होता है कि जो एक बार में 5 घंटे पढ़ लिया, और वो पढ़ाई की घंटा कोई क्वालिटी नहीं होती, खराब क्वालिटी होती है। तो उससे अच्छा एक एक घंटा अच्छी क्वालिटी की पढ़ाई, डीप वर्क पढ़ाई किया करो। हेलो सत्यम। बिल्कुल कंप्लीट कर पाओगे अमित जी, बिल्कुल कंप्लीट कर पाओगे। 10-12 घंटे कोई नहीं पढ़ता। ये जो 10-12 घंटे वाले लोग हैं ना, जो बोल रहे हैं, वो 10-12 घंटे बड़ा 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 के बोल रहे हैं। 10-12 घंटे, मैंने खुद कितने सारे टॉपर से बात की हुई है। 10-12 घंटे कोई रीजनेबली पढ़ ही नहीं सकता, क्योंकि इतना आधा टाइम तो कॉलेज में जाता है। 10 घंटे पढ़ने के लिए भी वो उस जोन में आना पड़ता है। एंड वो जोन में आने के स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट होता है कि पहले आप 1 या 2 घंटे डीप वर्क करना सीख जाओ, फिर वो 10-12 घंटे बाद में अपने आप आ भी सकता है। एंड 10-12 घंटे नहीं, एग्जैक्टली मे बी 5 to 6 आवर्स ऑफ क्वालिटी स्टडी, ठीक है, ये पॉसिबल हो सकता है। लेकिन अगर वो क्वालिटी स्टडी आपने की ना, तो वो आप 10-12 घंटे से भी बेटर होगी। भाई एक यूट्यूबर है मिलियनर यूट्यूब, आप जानते हो क्या? बहुत अच्छा बंदा है, रोज कंसिस्टेंटली एग्जैक्ट सुबह 8 बजे रोज एक मोटिवेशन वाला शॉर्ट अपलोड करता है। पता है क्या? नहीं पता यार, अब देख लेता हूँ। यार 1 मिनट में आया। चलो देखता हूँ यार, आपका यूट्यूबर जो आप बोल रहे हो, मिलियनर यूट्यूब। नहीं यार, मुझे कोई ऐसा यूट्यूबर नहीं दिख रहा। क्या नाम है उसका? मिलियनेयर। अच्छा, मैंने गलत स्पेलिंग लिखी है, मिलियनेयर यूट्यूब। यार अभी भी नहीं आ रहा है। छोड़, मिल गया क्या? मिलियनेयर यूट्यूब। मिलियनेयर यूट्यूब 01। अच्छा, मिल गया शायद। हम्म देख लिया देख लिया। हम्म मेरे को उसका ये हार्डवर्क बहुत अच्छा लगता है। रोज मतलब रोज एग्जैक्टली आज मेरे सुबह शॉर्ट अपलोड करता है। बढ़िया है यार, बढ़िया है। दिख दिख गया मुझे, सत्यम जी मुझे दिख गया। शारत। भाई, फीलिंग लॉस, जस्ट कंप्लीट माई ट्वेल्थ एंड आई डोंट वांट टू डू डिग्री, आई डोंट हैव इंटरेस्ट, बट मेरे को क्रिकेट खेलना पसंद है, बट गेटिंग फियर टू चूज अ डिफरेंट पाथ। शारत, व्हाट यू कैन डू इज यू कैन चूज अ जनरल डिग्री एंड उसके साथ आप ये क्रिकेट का भी रख सकते हो अपना। यू कैन लुक टुवर्ड्स प्रैक्टिकल वेज हाउ यू कैन मेक मनी फ्रॉम योर क्रिकेट, हाउ यू कैन मोनेटाइज योर इंटरेस्ट इन क्रिकेट। You can maybe teach it to other people, maybe you can do something from cricket. You have to figure that out. And you can also choose a general degree. That is my advice to you. Choose a general degree which does not require that much studying, and whatever free time you have, invest it in that, your cricket interest, that you do it every day. You're maybe coaching other people, you're getting into fitness so that you can teach other people fitness, whatever, which will allow you to do your or keep your cricket interest. If I go for BTech CSE just for the sake of money, it will pay me more. Just for the sake of money, it will pay me more. Like I will work hard in it and make a financial wealth. So, what your opinion? Do we need to chase excellence or money? You need to chase excellence. Only excellence can give you money, Atin. If you go for BTech CSE, you're right that it might pay you more, but the problem is that will you actually get to a point where you can make good money from it? Because here's the thing, Yatin, everyone thinks like you and me, like a normal person. When they try to choose a career, they will come across like five options maybe, where like there's law, there's IIT, computer science, ये वो AI, ये जो सारे बजवर्ड्स है ना, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग, यूट्यूब कंटेंट क्रिएशन, ये सारे उनके माइंड में आएगा, एंड उनके माइंड में आएगा कि ये इफ आई डू दिस थिंग इट्स गोइंग टू पे मी अ लॉट ऑफ मनी. But here's the problem, everyone thinks like that. So if everyone thinks like that and everyone is choosing that just for the sake of money, and if they are not good at that and they are even mediocre at that, what do you think is going to happen? Are they going to end up making money from it? Maybe they make some money from it, but they're not going to make freak you money from it. They're not going to get they're not going to get exceptional money from it. At most, you will get enough income to just sustain yourself down the line, and that is not bad, that is definitely not bad, that is good as a starting point. But chances are, if you don't have interest in it, if you are not good at it, or if you're just purely doing it for the money, if money is your motivation and you're not in any way like actually fascinated by tech, or if you are not interested into coding or some aspect of coding, then you're not going to make good money from it. Forget good money, you might not even make sustainable money from it, because the competition is such. So, is that something that you can sustainably do? Then sure, go for it. Is that something that you can bear with? Sure, use it as your starting point. But problem is, most people who choose tech just for the sake of money are not going to cut that criteria out. They won't be able to code. They won't know. Why do you think our country has the most amount of incompetent engineers that are graduating every year, and they are unemployed and they don't end up getting jobs? Because they are not interested in it. They had the same thought that, oh, I'll just do this for the sake of money. It's like, oh, I'll just just by the myth is that just by choosing a career, a popular career, you're going to get paid from it, but that's not going to happen. The competition is increased, and if you don't like doing whatever you are doing, then you are not going to make it. Or whatever imaginary wealth that you're thinking, that maybe you've watched some social media influencer tell you that I went from a BCA degree to this many crores, but what you're not taking into account is how much that person loved that particular thing. I can guarantee you, everyone who's gone to crores or those 30 LPA packages that you see from computer science, all of those people have the ability to sit 24 hours, at least 24 hours, and they've spent nights where they've done nothing but coding. Is that something that you can do? If that is not something that you can do, then forget dreaming about this thing. I'm not saying that you will never make it. You might make it, you might find some aspect of coding interesting eventually down the line, but it will be a linear and like maybe a normal growth rate. So of course patience is also key in this scenario, and it all ultimately depends on whether you are actually interested in some aspect of coding and how interested you are in it. Bro, you spend most of your time at home this time. Yeah, I definitely do. उसका एक मोस्ट पॉपुलर वीडियो है, सच में उस वीडियो से रोना आ गया था यार। मुझे एक, मैं मूवी देख रहा था पीकू, पीकू से मुझे रोना आ गया था। पीकू से मुझे रोना आ गया। लंच बॉक्स देखकर मैं आई बीन ऑन दिस इरफान खान मूवी एस्केपिड, जहां पे मैं उसकी मूवीज देख रहा हूँ इरफान खान की, एंड इट हैज बीन अमेजिंग। पीकू देखकर मुझे अमेजिंग वाइब्स आई यार, मतलब बहुत इमोशनल लगा मुझे। वो था, उसके अलावा और कौन सी मूवी देखी मैंने? लंच बॉक्स देखा मैंने, एक और मूवी देखी, कौन सी मूवी देखी यार मुझे याद नहीं है, छोड़ा यार, भूल गया मैं। भैया सक्सेस दे दो। देखो सक्सेस चाहिए तो आपको मुझे 100 रुपए जीपे करने पड़ेंगे, या तो जीपे या तो सुपर चैट भेजनी पड़ेगी, उसके बाद ही आपको सक्सेस मिलेगा। समीर जी, sometimes just feel do an engineering degree and have salary and just live it, but I will do it forcefully and I will not be happy. See, you don't understand, Sharat. Okay, it's very easy to say that just do an engineering degree and have salary, but most people who are just doing these engineering degrees just for the sake of them are not getting jobs. So how can you guarantee yourself that you will also get job from that? You can't. It's very easy to say that you can do something forcefully, but you can't. How? Try doing this, try living an unnatural life, try doing something that you're not interested in for the next 1 month, and you will realize how hard it is to focus on something. It is hard to focus on even things that you like. I like this thing, okay, I like YouTube, but even I'm sometimes not consistent, sometimes even I don't get the best of ideas, and this is something that I love doing. So imagine now, if I didn't like something, how am I going to sustain my life through it? That's why I keep barking, or that's why I keep shouting at you guys that choose something that you goddamn can bear. That's something that you're even remotely interested in. Wasted 2 years since 12th complete, changing careers. Firstly, gave medical tests like NEET in India, then after took admission in computer science and failed its first semester, now doing CA. I have thought of doing CA a long time ago, but I didn't do it. I don't know why, but now this is finally what I'm doing, and I'm from Pakistan. Best of luck, Gopal Ganglani. All right, best of luck with that. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. As far as you're keeping consistent with it and you're trying something or the other, it will at the end, there are chances of it working out. The more you try, the better your odds. So keep trying. आज का दिन कैसा गया? सत्यम, आपने मैसेज डिलीट कर दिया यार। भैया मैं जितना भी पढ़ पाऊँ कंसिस्टेंसी के साथ उतना पढ़ूँ बिना फ्रस्ट्रेशन के और माइंड को ओवरलोडेड करके, यही कह रहे हो ना आप? इट कुड बी 2 आवर्स और 6 आवर, बाकी आप जी मत बोला करो। हाँ मैं यही कह रहा हूँ अमित। ठीक है चलो जी नहीं बोलता। अब मेरी आदत है यार, मैं बोल देता हूँ। मुझे तो आदर्श बाल विद्यालय देख के रो दिया था मैं तो। कैसा था यार वो, कैसा था? बहुत पॉपुलर हो गया है मेरे ख्याल से। ब्रदर 22 का हूँ, सितंबर में 21 2028 ड्रॉप आउट हूँ एंड आई एम थिंकिंग फॉर ओपन स्कूलिंग एंड कंप्लीट माय 10-12 पैरेलली लर्निंग क्लाउड फॉर फ्रीलांस एंड फैक्ट्री वर्कर, देन बैचलर्स डेटा साइंस एआई। श्योर श्योर, एज फार एज टेक इट वन एट अ टाइम, ठीक है? एक 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 करके करो। अपने आप को ओवरलोड करने की वो मत रखो कि मैं एक बार में सब कुछ कर लूं। थोड़ा आराम आराम से करो एंड डेफिनेटली अभी आप बहुत यंग हो। यू हैव लाइक लॉट्स ऑफ टाइम, आराम से, कोई रिलैक्स, कोई जल्दी नहीं है, ठीक है? बस एक चीज रखो अपने माइंड में, कंसिस्टेंसी, कि आप आपका जो काम हो जाए उसके बाद आप हर रोज आधा घंटा, इवन 15 मिनट निकालो, लेकिन कंसिस्टेंटली एक डायरेक्शन में आगे बढ़ते जाओ। So you will definitely notice progress and आप जो भी चाहते हो करना, you can definitely make it work. If not in the next year, maybe in the next 2 years. If not 2 years, even in the 3 years. So look at the long game. Don't look at the short game कि मैंने एक महीने किया और कुछ भी नहीं है and मैंने छोड़ दिया. Look at the long game. अगर आप कोई भी चीज करते जाते हो constantly in a direction, तो you will definitely make progress in it and you will, in fact, you will get really amazing good at it. Hello bro, how to earn money? How to earn money in teenage? सिंपल चीज है यार, सिंपल, इट्स वेरी सिंपल। इफ यू वांट टू मेक मनी, यू हैव टू थिंक हाउ कैन यू प्रोवाइड वैल्यू टू समवन, एंड इन ऑर्डर टू प्रोवाइड वैल्यू यू विल हैव टू सॉल्व समवन्स प्रॉब्लम। हाउ कैन यू सॉल्व समवन प्रॉब्लम विथ वॉट एवर ability that you naturally have? Like what is it that I'm doing in this live stream? I'm primarily answering questions, right? So when I answer questions or problems of people, that's when I'm giving the most value. So similarly, find something for yourself. What is it that you like doing in your normal life which most people can't do and which people would be happy to pay you money to solve for? Then that can be for a company, it can be for like lots of people, it can be in any way, but as far as it is solving some problem for them, they're going to pay you. So that is what you need to ask yourself, and that is literally how all money is made. आज का मील तो बता दो, बता दो आज का मील। बताता हूँ यार, मैंने फोटो लिया यार आज के मील का। देखो ये है आज का मील, ये है आज का मील। और भी है, जंक है थोड़ा, बट ये है आज का मील। आइसक्रीम केक। उसके अलावा आई ऑल्सो हैड दाल चावल, बट उसका मैंने फोटो नहीं लिया। एक आइडियल एज कौन सा होता है पैसा कमाने के लिए? जब जागो तभी सवेरा है समीर जी। बहुत अच्छा था, सारे एक्सपेक्ट दिखा देते हैं वो सीरीज, स्टूडेंट लाइफ का, बजरंग दल, पॉलिटिक्स लीडर्स की लाइफ एंड प्रेशर ऑन स्टूडेंट्स। अच्छा, वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। ओके गाइस, अब मैं ज्यादा, आई विल बी हियर फॉर द नेक्स्ट 5-10 मिनट्स मे बी, एंड उसके बाद आज की स्ट्रीम खत्म करूंगा मैं। मे बी गोइंग टू कैजुअली टॉक टू यू गाइस 5-10 मिनट और यार, उसके बाद आज की स्ट्रीम खत्म। क्या आप प्रिविलेज्ड हो? बिल्कुल यार, मैं बिल्कुल प्रिविलेज्ड हूँ यार। मेरे पास सांस लेने का प्रिविलेज है। वो मेरे लिए सबसे बड़ा प्रिविलेज है कि मैं हर रोज मैं उठ जाता हूँ, मेरे सारी बॉडी पार्ट्स इंटैक्ट है, एंड मैं जो चाहता हूँ वो करने के लिए एटलीस्ट मेरे हाथ हिलाकर आई कैन गेट क्लोजर टू माई गोल। सो मेरा माइंड इंटैक्ट है, सो आई डेफिनेटली फील लाइक आई एम प्रिविलेज्ड। इज बुलेट जर्नलिंग important, or is there any other better replacement? There is no such thing as an important thing. As far as you're getting your thoughts across, as far as you're organizing your thoughts, that's enough. You don't necessarily need bullet journaling. Just write down or jot down points as best way as you can, the most organized as you can. Even if it's not organized, if you can write it line by line, treat line as your points. आज जिम में कौन सी एक्सरसाइज करी, आज तक अभी मैंने जिम नहीं किया आज, एंड मैं इतने दिनों से मेरी एक्सरसाइज, माय ओनली एक्सरसाइज इज 10 पुशअप्स एवरी डे, वो कर रहा हूँ। आज देखो या तो 10 पुशअप करूंगा, या आज मेरा 7 मिनट का एक वर्कआउट वीडियो है जो मैं देखता हूँ और उसको देखकर मैं करता हूँ वर्कआउट, तो शायद आज मैं जनरल बॉडी वर्कआउट करने वाला हूँ। हेलो, कैन आई आस्क यू अ क्वेश्चन? यू ऑलरेडी आस्क्ड मी अ क्वेश्चन, दैट इज वन क्वेश्चन। डू यू मीन इफ यू कैन आस्क मी टू क्वेश्चंस? Yeah, you can ask me. Yeah, you can ask me, of course. I'm thinking about choosing AI automation as my first skill. Is it worth it? If you can do it, if you can make something out of it, then sure. Whatever you can be good at, whatever you can do consistently every day can be worth it for you. So definitely it's worth trying anyway. Let's say the worst case scenario that it's not worth it. What's the worst thing that can happen if you try learning it as your first skill? It's not worth it, then you can change it anyway, right? So maybe take it upon yourself to do it for 1 to 3 months every day regularly and make something out of it. Make something usable out of it. Now, let's say I was supposed to meet you after 3 months, and I was supposed to ask you, okay, you did or you tried this. What is it that you learned from it? What is it that you built from it? So you should be able to answer these two questions to me. And as far as you can do that, and maybe you can even tell me as bonus points, if you can tell me that I've built this valuable thing for you. Let's say I'm a YouTuber, so what can your AI automation do for me? How can it help me, provide me value so that it can make money for me? And if that is something that you do, then you will make money from it. So I hope you understand. So solve problems using it. Don't just ask or choose a skill. Look at how you can use that skill in order to help other people's lives. So that's my advice to you. Because what's the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario is you try it and you find that you can't build anything from it, or you find that you can't do it. You're not tech, you're not someone who's technically savvy enough to handle it. Something that you don't like it, maybe anything, it can be anything. But that's the worst case scenario, right? So just try it. There's no harm in doing that. Learn it. Is it worth it? Definitely. People carry positive or negative energy. Yeah, maybe somewhat. I think it's more about, I don't know. I haven't thought about, I don't term it like that, positive or negative energy. It's more like how people process things. And if you think that that is the case, unstoppable fitness, then what energy do you think I carry? मैं आपके घर के बाहर खड़ा हूँ, बाहर देखो। बाय द वे गाइस, अगर आप ऐसे ही मुझसे गाइडेंस चाहते हो एंड आप अपने करियर को लेकर या अपनी लाइफ को लेकर मुझसे सवाल पूछना चाहते हो एंड यू वांट कि मैं आपको कॉल पर आंसर दूं, तो मैंने पिंड चैट छोड़ा हुआ है, उसमें आप लिंक पे जाके यू कैन बुक अ वन ऑन वन कॉल विथ मी, जहां पे ऐसे ही मैं आपकी प्रॉब्लम्स के आंसर दे सकता हूं, मैं आपको गाइडेंस दे सकता हूं। सो यस। हेलो सर, मैं इस ईयर ड्रॉप लिया JMI का LLB एंट्रेंस प्रिपरेशन के लिए, क्या ये डिसीजन सही है या नहीं? विद्या गौतम, आप मेरे चैनल पर क्लिक करो एंड मेरा वीडियो देखो, जहां पे मैंने वीडियो बना है, लंबा 19 मिनट्स का वीडियो है ऑन ड्रॉप्स IIT JEE के लिए। उसमें मैंने माइंडसेट दिया हुआ है, वो थोड़ा लंबा है, यू कैन स्किप थ्रू द इररेलेवेंट पार्ट्स इफ यू वांट, बट मोस्टली मैंने उसमें उसको ऐसा ऑर्गेनाइज किया है कि वहां पे सारे लोग जितनी भी एग्जाम्स के लिए ड्रॉप लेना चाहते हैं ना, उसमें मैंने माइंडसेट दिया हुआ है, मैंने पूरा बताया हुआ है कि क्या करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं सोचना चाहिए, और किस सिनारियो में ड्रॉप लेना चाहिए, किस सिनारियो में ड्रॉप नहीं लेना चाहिए। सो यू विल गेट सम हेल्प फ्रॉम दैट। मैंने वहां पे डिटेल्ड में एक्सप्लेन किया हुआ है विद्या गौतम जी, तो आप उसको प्लीज चेक कर लो, ठीक है? भाई मेरे को आपको थैंक यू बोलना है और मैंने बोल दिया। वेलकम यार, वेलकम सत्यम जी। अब से फिजिक्स के नोट्स आपके लाइव स्ट्रीम के साथ बनाऊंगा। ओके। सॉरी वीडियो वेस्ट 5 ईयर बाय विच बैचलर्स। आपको सुनते सुनते वैसे भी गाने सुनकर बनाता हूँ, टीचर ने बोला क्लास के बाद बनाने को, तो आपके लाइव वाला टाइम नोट्स में लॉट करूंगा। सी दैट इज रियली गुड अमित। ये क्या है, इसको बोलते हैं हैबिट स्टैकिंग। कि अगर आपके लाइफ में कोई चीज की हैबिट है ही ऑलरेडी, जैसे ब्रशिंग की हैबिट मोस्ट लोगों को होती है, तो अगर आप वो ब्रश करने के बाद आपने कोई और एक छोटी सिंपल सी चीज कर ली कि जब भी मैं ब्रश करने जाऊंगा मैं ये 10 पुशअप भी मार लूंगा, या तो ब्रश करने से पहले या ब्रश करने के बाद, तो इसको बोलता है हैबिट स्टैकिंग। सो दिस इज अ रियली इफेक्टिव वे टू बिल्ड हैबिट्स बाय द वे फॉर एनीवन वाचिंग दिस, कि अगर आप कुछ डेली कर रहे हो तो मे बी इवन इफ इट इज अ बैड हैबिट, नॉट ओके, मे बी नॉट अ बैड हैबिट, मे बी इफ इट इज इवन अ गुड हैबिट, और इफ नॉट अ गुड हैबिट इट इज अ न्यूट्रल हैबिट जो आप हर रोज कर ही रहे हो, तो उसके बाद अगर आप simply you can just stack it, maybe you can do something else, you can add it, maybe 1 or 2 minutes, that can be a really great way to build new good habits. Thanks a lot for your moral support, may God bless you. You're welcome. Geographic lens. I feel really weird because I took a 3 year gap, 1 year dealing with depression and 2 years in Luxembourg. Couldn't study there too because of my mental health. Wasted all my parents' money. Came back to Pakistan. Finally got better. Decided to get admission, but admissions here were already closed, and I'm honestly regretting all those years I wasted. I don't know what to do. First of all, you need to realize that it was not a waste. You need to change your mindset. And let's say, even hypothetically, if it was a waste, then if you are only thinking about it, if you keep thinking the same thing, that okay, I've wasted time, what am I going to do, then hypothetically you are wasting more time. Just imagine, because you're thinking of something that you wasted, and in thinking about that thing that you wasted, you're wasting more time. Do you see how stupid this is? So I mean, I understand that this is a natural course for a lot of people. A lot of people feel that they are wasting their lives, but rather than that, what you need to reframe and understand is that it was not wasted. And even if it was, you have two choices. Rather than thinking about what has already passed, think about what you can do now and invest your time in that. If you think that you don't know what to do, then choose anything randomly and move towards a certain particular direction. Maybe build a small habit and start off with that, because if you haven't heard, there is a thing such as a butterfly effect in your life, that if you start something nice, then it will eventually spread across all your life. So rather than just investing or like spending time just being negative or thinking that everything was wasted, invest it in planting seeds for your new future, your next 5 years, your next 10 years down the line. because that time has already passed. Or thinking about it is not going to make anything better, but thinking about it is only going to waste your current time and also probably your future time, because in that time you can actually do something for your future. All right. भैया मैंने आपके रीसेंट वीडियो के लिए थंबनेल बनाया है, कहाँ पे सेंड करूँ? मैंने अपना ईमेल दिया हुआ है टॉप पर, आप उसमें सेंड कर सकते हो। सेंड कर सकते हो, बट आई एम नॉट रियली श्योर इफ आई एम लुकिंग फॉर समवन टू डू माय थंबनेल्स। You worth getting a subscribe. Thanks, bro. BCA is worth doing in 2026. If you are interested in tech, then sure. If you are interested towards anything related to coding, if you are interested in exploring the entire field, then sure, it is worth it. If not, then probably not. मैं कितने साल का हूँ आप बताओ? आप 19 से 22 की उम्र के हो, मैं गैस करूँ समीर? विद दैट हैविंग बीन सेड यार, एक और मिनट एंड मैं लाइव खत्म करने वाला हूँ यार। 19 to 20। 19 20 इज 17। 17 का है। ये क्या था? थम्स अप था यार, आप बताओ तो सही क्या एज है? ये थम्स अप क्या होता है? बीस का हो यार तो मैं, अच्छा ठीक है यार। 90। अमित अमित ने सही गैस किया था यार। आपको मिलता है 7 करोड़। एनीवेज यार गाइस, थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग टू द स्ट्रीम। इसके साथ ही खत्म होती है मेरी आज की लाइव। एंड यस गाइस, आई विल सी यू टुमारो एट 8 p.m. बाय बाय गाइस। आधार कार्ड बताओ।